Alright, we're here at Gamescom 2011 and with us are Graham Ledon, a producer for The Sims 3 Pets for PC, and Aaron Connors, producer for The Sims 3 Pets for consoles. We start with some questions for The Sims 3 for the PC version. And the first is, so why did it take so long to fulfill one of the greatest wishes of the community with The Sims 3 Pets?
Well, I've certainly been out to Europe before, and I hear from our fans all the time, we want pets, give us pets, why don't we have pets? And really this was a kind of a great opportunity for us as we got further into development of Sims 3 to develop a lot of great ideas that we could bring to the Sims 3 for the very first time. For example, horses. Those took a lot of work, a lot of research on our part. They've never been in a Sims game before. So we wanted to make sure that we did them right and gave them a real justice for our players to fully enjoy them. It's going to be a great experience for people when they get out of there and try it.
So, we got a new neighborhood in The Sims 3 Pets, and which kinds of building and activities does it feature? You already told us that it will be brand new, so
yeah.
What's in there?
So it is the town of Appaloosa Plains, and like you just mentioned, everything in there is brand new. You've never seen these buildings before. It's going to be a very fresh and fun experience for players. There is some cool new stuff in there. Kind of the history of the town. It was this old Midwestern ranching town, and they're on the edge of the highway. And as they, time grew on, people started missing the town. It turned into a bit of a ghost town, and so they built this tourist trap on the edge of town, and they drew people in with these billboards on the highway. So if you actually go out to the edge of the town, there's this big dinosaur statue, and they tried to lure people in, and dogs can actually go behind there, and there's these dinosaur bones they can dig in and find treasure. So there's a lot of cool new stuff to discover in this world.
Yeah, at least there's some very cool new stuff. The special creature, a unicorn. What's up with that?
Absolutely. So the unicorn's going to be very cool. We're thrilled to add it to the game. Obviously, it's never been in a Sims game before. So unicorns, they're kind of mythical, magical creatures, and we wanted the players to really have a choice of how their unicorn would be once they added it to their family. So maybe you have a very kind of traditional, nice unicorn, pure white with some stars or hearts on it. A very friendly one that goes around and blesses Sims and makes plants magically grow in their yards. But on the other hand, we really wanted to give players the choice to have a mean unicorn, maybe something out of classical lore where it can go around and curse people and bring misfortune and woe into their lives or start fires in the world. So we wanted to give them a lot of really cool magical abilities and bring them to life in a really unique way.
Yeah, what new elements will be added to the build mode?
So for build mode, we wanted to give players the ability to stable their horses at home. So you can build full barns now. There are big barn doors and arches to really support that fiction of building these large ranch homes on your lots. A big part of that is box stalls for the horses. So they do go inside, you see them eat and drink and sleep in there, and that's actually where our horses go to woohoo as well. So it should be fun for players.
Yeah, that was the key word. Where do the other pets do woohoo?
So our cats and dogs actually woohoo in the pet house. We have a few different ones that you can choose from, and they'll go in there and have a little fun.
Will there be new features coming with the release patch, also available for people who do not own The Sims 3 Pets?
There will be some new features that are coming in those. We're not specifically discussing any future updates yet, but you can look forward to some cool stuff. One thing somebody found on the floor yesterday was we're doing a random name generator, which I realize many people in the community have been asking for a while. So you can expect to see some new things in there.
Yeah, okay, thanks. Let's go over to Aaron. My first question is, what are the main differences between the console version for The Sims 3 Pets and the one for PCs, and why do differences at least exist?
Well, we have different audiences that play the PC versus the console, and so we wanted to have some gameplay that was specific to the type of player that prefers playing on the 360 or the PS3. So one of the big features that we've added is called a mystery journal. The mystery journal is very objective-oriented gameplay, so you have these mysteries to solve which introduce you to the backstory of the town, also show you different things you can do in the game, and maybe most importantly, they give you a reason to use your pets to help move your gameplay forward. So you have dog skills and cat skills that are required to complete mysteries. We also have karma powers. Karma powers were in the last console game, very popular. We brought those back and we added a bunch of new ones, including some that are excuse me, specific to cats and dogs. We have one called Feral Possession, where they all go crazy and run around the town. We have another one where you can turn a human sim into a dog or a cat, or a dog into a cat, or a cat into a dog.
So why did you consider that horses wouldn't work for the console versions?
Well, we felt like the horses really were the most sought after by the PC players, and so we wanted to make sure that they got that. But we had other game features that we really wanted to make a part of the console.
Yeah, why you thought exactly the Sims 3 pets would fit to console in relation to the other expansion packs for PC, which didn't make it on consoles. What's the reason for it?
Well, we wanted to actually have the Pets theme come out across all the different platforms at the same time. That was really important to us. The 3DS version is the other one that is coming out, and that also has some very cool features that are very different from the other two, but also fit directly in with the Pets theme.
So why only for 3DS and not for Wii?
Well, that's a good question. Cindy?
Currently, it's just on the HD consoles and the Nintendo 3DS.
Okay.
As you know.
For sure.
Yeah.
I plan to release more Sims 3 expansion as standalone versions for console.
We cannot say for certain what we'll be doing in the future, but we do have plans to bring more content for Sims 3.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're
That's
welcome.
what. Okay.